following was captured by a tourist who saw something quite eerie in the midst of the ocean. He was out on the beach that day and enjoying an early morning walk with a friend when something didn't seem right, and that's when he started recording.
Los espíritus andando. ¿Sí los ven o soy yo nomás? ¿Sí los ven? ¿Ven los espíritus caminando?
Veo varios.
Su madre. Qué playa tan más rara, ¿eh?
¡Ahí viene!
Ya las gaviotas ahí pasando. Corre, corre, corre. Ay, 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 ¿dónde están?
For whatever reason, there seem to be several large apparitions walking in the open sea, which of course is impossible. Honestly, I was a bit confused since I thought there was some form of pathway, but people stated that on another video, it's clearly visible that there's nowhere to walk on. Which is why many people believe this to be a paranormal event after all. It's pretty intriguing, isn't it? What do you think happened here? This video comes from Reddit user Flickscreen. He caught this footage late one night with a security camera outside his house that monitors his vehicles. He claims that there have actually been strange occurrences regarding this truck before, including the tailgate opening on its own one day, for really no reason at all. He also has a running joke that the truck is haunted or cursed, although he says he's not sure if these are just jokes anymore. Let's see what happened. The footage clearly shows the driver's side door of Flick's truck opening on its own, which is creepy enough. However, viewers noticed that there appears to be some sort of apparition directly next to the door. It's important to note that the uploader also specified that this never happened to this door before, and mechanically there's really no reason for this to occur. A strange shadow can clearly be seen drifting towards the truck and evaporates only moments before the door opens. Is this a spirit caught on camera? Maybe the entity messing with the truck of his. A very interesting capture, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now take a look at an investigation by Signs and Signals. In their previous visit to this abandoned home, the duo found a mysterious box there. Not knowing what it was, they brought it home and opened it. Many viewers, however, warned the pair that the box appeared to resemble a debug box, an item that is haunted by the spirit of someone who has passed on. According to legend, the spirits that inhabit these items also have the ability to possess people as well. The man decides that the best course of action is to return the box to exactly where they found it. Let's see what happened.
Alright, so David is going to make the new seal. Just do what they had here. Put it back, they had it in the middle. Okay. We need you to get back in the box.
Dude, did you fart?
No, I smell that too. That stinks.
Dude, that smells so bad. I know you farted.
No.
That smells pretty bad.
It is often said that when a foul smell inexplicably appears in a haunted location, that a demon or other nefarious spirit is actually very close, and it is the smell of death itself you are smelling. These were not the only strange occurrences of the night, however.
Dude, that shit's on the ground now. It's on the ground.
What the dude is spinning, man. How did they
Dude.
come up there to down there and not like fall into pieces?
Dude, what the man?
Near the end of the investigation, they unknowingly capture this chilling sight.
Do some crazy shit, dude.
Yeah. Look, how did that thing turn? Like, straight up, bro. I ain't messing with you.
In the back corner of the room, a strange shadow can be seen. It seems the man didn't notice it while filming. However, when we look closer, it definitely appears to be in the shape of a person. Is it possible this shadow figure is related to the box that the team returned to the home? Luckily, it doesn't seem the spirit attached itself to either man, as is the risk with meddling with haunted objects. Now we want to take a look at another chilling case of a young man that's being haunted in his very own house. Imagine arriving home after a work and hearing a noise in the garage. As you investigate, you discover a strange object on the ground. When approaching it, you are met with something you simply have no explanation for.
Empiezo a grabar porque acabamos de llegar a la casa. Escuchamos un ruido fuerte, salimos, no hay nadie, pero vemos una bolsa. El perro está un poco inquieto. Un trapo, una bolsa que no estaba.
No hay nadie afuera.
Y no hay nadie afuera. Agárrame. Voy a ver qué es lo que es.
Y el perro estaba bien inquieto, bien chillón.
¿La agarré con la mano?
No, pues no.
Así.
A ver, espera. ¿Qué es eso?
Una carta.
¿Cómo hacer una carta? No, no es
Una foto. Con la cara rasgada.
no eres tú.
No.
No lo agarres con las manos.
Una cabeza de un juguete.
No, Angelo, eso es malo, güey. No puedes agarrar las cosas con las manos.
Hay huevo en eso, Liz. Hay huevo.
Qué asco, güey.
Una cadena.
No agarres nada. Nada más con un palito mueve.
¿Sabes qué me preocupa? Que está la niña y está esto acá.
Espérate, pues ya.
¿Qué es esto?
Es que sabes que eso es como
esto, Liz?
brujería o...
Y aparte del muñeco.
A ver, voltealo. ¿Qué es un arete?
No.
No agarres nada, güey.
Rama sí tiene huevo.
Sácalo.
No, ¿sabes qué? Lo voy a quemar todo esto.
Sácalo.
Lo voy a con la niña. Ya vete para allá con la niña.
Many of his viewers stated that he should have never touched it with bare hands, because in doing so, he might have opened the door even wider to the world of the inexplicable.
Miren, empiezo a grabar porque van 3 noches seguidas que me venían en la puerta, pero especialmente el llavero, ahorita está quieto, pero se empieza a menear de la nada. Miren. Ahí como que se ve que se está, que está empezando a menear y no hay aire, no hay nada. No me explico, o sea, me voy a parar.
What's really strange is that the audio seemed to malfunction as soon as the man got up and walked towards the door.
No puede ser aire porque la ventana está cerrada, entonces ya van días que me pasa lo mismo. No sé a qué se deba, pero hay veces que hasta la puerta me la menean. Ahorita ya se quedó quieto. Pero sí, de vez en cuando, no sé por qué, siempre a partir... Miren. A partir de las 12 como que me lo menean, ¿ya vieron? O sea, no hay aire. Miren. No hay aire ni nada. Me voy a parar otra vez a pararlo. Porque sí, son 3 noches seguidas las que está pasando esto. Entonces, no me da miedo ni nada, pero me intriga, o sea, ¿por qué antes no pasaba y ahorita empieza a pasar? Repito, no hay hilo, no hay no hay truco, no hay nada. Entonces aquí estoy solo, obviamente estoy en mi casa. No hay nada, entonces no sé qué
What's strange is that the activity had stopped for almost 6 months at this point. But this night, however, he heard some eerie noises from downstairs and had to soon realize that he wasn't out of the woods at all.
Después de 6 meses, estoy solo otra vez, empiezo a escuchar ruidos abajo. Qué raro está eso. Por eso es que empiezo a grabar. No sé si ustedes lograron escuchar algo, pero yo sí. Y estoy solo en la casa. Ya habían sido 6 meses que no pasaba nada. Clarito lo escuché aquí abajo. Pero no. El refri estaba cerrado. Voy a dejar todo prendido porque sí me está dando miedo esto. Y sigo escuchando ruidos. Voy de salida.
As he approached the refrigerator door, we can hear a strange moaning sound. And this was just the beginning.
Porque escuché ruidos en la parte de arriba del barandal. A ver si escuché. Cierran y abren las puertas. La verdad que no quiero subir. El día de hoy no tengo nada de protección, no traje nada de protección y se siente el ambiente pesado. Como pueden ver, las puertas están cerradas. Y el que se abrió.
Some of his viewers noticed that as he climbed the stairs, the silhouette of a woman can be seen behind the shower door. And people speculate that this woman might have even been wearing a hospital gown. Pretty terrifying for sure. And it could not be explained how this sighting was possible. The case remains open, and we will take another look at it very soon, I'm sure of it. The next clip stems from the Dark Dimension. It was filmed in Japan and features a couple of friends out for a hike in a dense forest. It looks like they are facing some steep and rough terrain. Although perhaps the hiking trail is the last of the man's worries. Strange cries seem to be coming from somewhere near them in the forest. However, they don't sound like the normal cries of a hiker in need of aid.
もうないよこっち行けないもんね大丈夫大丈夫あれ
Creepy, right? The strange sounds don't seem to scare the friends off though, who continue to search for whatever the cause of the chilling sound is. Let's see what they capture. The spirit of a woman can be seen, suddenly behind one of the men, and then suddenly disappears as fast as she arrived. This must clearly be the cause of the wailing, right? Whatever this was, who knows? No way to know for sure. But a little bit scary though, wasn't it? This video comes from Adrian Gomez, who does not usually post paranormal content. Rather, his channel features mostly nail art and some personal videos. However, this video he posted in 2020 is definitely creepy. Adrian captured this footage in his office from his new home. As you can see in the video, he hasn't even finished unpacking yet. Adrian hears some strange sounds coming from his new office and decides to film a bit and see if the camera will pick anything up to explain what he is hearing. Let's watch what he caught.
No manches, ve lo que se ve allá. ¿Qué es lo que se ve ahí? ¿Qué se ve?
A small child can be seen peeking out from behind the wall, only briefly, and seems to disappear as soon as she realizes Adrian is there. This is no ordinary child, however. Her skin appears pale and gray, and her eyes shine in an inhumane way when she faces the camera. Adrian is sure that this is the spirit of a child, as no one was home at the time other than him. And there was no way for anyone to get in without him noticing. Ghost sightings of children can often be unnerving, as malicious spirits have often been known to take on the appearance of a young kid to appear less threatening. What do you think happened here? A negative energy? Maybe it was just a friend after all. Really hard to say. The next clip was recorded by user MasonDivas3, and he was quite startled when he realized that something terrifying was unfolding just outside of his window. As he was close to the end of his night shift, there appeared what looked like to be a tall man standing and walking around outside. There was no apparent reason for that, and no, it had never happened before. Let's check that out.
Misty as out. And what the It's 5 in the morning, bro. Like... looking at me.
Some viewers suspected that it could be a farmer who's simply looking out after his crops, but Mason denied that, saying that nobody ever is out that early on the fields, and that it appeared to be looking straight at him. And that was that. A really scary encounter, if you ask me. Is it paranormal related? We don't know. Even if not, what would a person do out there, just staring at a window? Uncanny.
Moving back and forth. Just looking at me.
The following is a pretty unsettling recording, which has been shared by Carrie E. She has uploaded this video to Reddit in hopes for somebody to help her. She states, "This video is from a camera setup in my ex's bedroom. It's set so that it only records if motion is detected. It detected motion on the TV and recorded this. My daughter, her stepmom, and my daughter's boyfriend have all felt strange since living there. They've all had issues with lights turning on by themselves, or turning on and not being able to turn them off. They've heard voices coming from my daughter's room when my daughter isn't there. Also, my daughter said that when she's in the shower, the rest of the house sounds noisy. Kind of like if there was somebody in the house making a bunch of noise, banging stuff around, and then when she gets out of the shower, all the noise stops. The house has already been saged. Should they sage it again? Move perhaps?"
It didn't even pick up that motion.
We see strange shadow person at the right side of the screen. Apparently, nobody was standing there in the room. And then it just starts to the left and is just gone. Nothing is known about where the shadow originated from. But this doesn't look natural to me. What an eerie encounter. Now let's check out another truly terrifying case that has been recorded by Mikaya Noel 98. And the following was documented in the house in which she lives with her family. Another hotspot for paranormal activity, it appears. many members of her family have actually come across some pretty unusual events, as you will hear in a minute. Let's listen in to a little backstory to what had happened in her video.
So that's the dining room. I was walking into my parents' bedroom, right? Normal, okay? So obviously this is my sister, but when I was in here alone, I was walking out of the corner of my eye, I see something, so I turn and look, and it's a figure of a woman, and she's a little bit taller than Sophia, and it was just the top half of her, but she was like grayish white, and I could see completely through her, and all of a sudden she does this, and then she just takes off like a flash into
So if we believe the reports, it seems that the spirit of a lady is roaming several rooms of this old house. She has been seen at different times during the day by different people, just running into the wall. What could be the meaning of this? What appears to be following might be one of these encounters that Mikaya could capture with her phone. And with that said, let's see the apparition. The hallway is so black that it is hard to make out at what exactly we are looking at here. But yes, a shadow seems to be running in the back. Why would anybody run in sheer darkness? What do you think? The following video was recorded by two young guys who were staying at a cabin close to the woods. It was found on Reddit, and apparently it is said that the guys heard some really odd noises from the outside, and it didn't sound like a bear or any kind of animal actually, which is the reason why they decided to check it out a bit further, and one of the men then starts documenting, while the other one makes it towards the noises. And maybe they came across an unexpected surprise. Let's take a look. What appears to be a tall creature is walking out of the woodworks towards the man. It has a disproportionate body, or does it? Some say they only can make out two very big legs and a head that is dangling on what appears to be a chest-like body part. I'm really interested in what you guys can see. Unfortunately, the clip ends abruptly, but the man fled this scene in fear. At least that's what the description said. Could it just be a costume, perhaps? Or did they come across a really creepy creature that night? Mysterious. Imagine you find yourself alone riding a motorcycle through the forest. As you venture deeper, you become witness to scattered bones on the ground. This was the beginning of a creepy journey that Owen, a young man who enjoys adventurous motorcycle rides through mountains and forests, had to experience. It was during an afternoon, while he was riding through a forest, that he encountered the following.
This is where most people would turn around. If you turn around, you never get to see what's on the other side. That's where all the gold is waiting over there. Could be missing out what's on the other side. Hello?
Various obstacles began to hinder his path, tree trunks that, for some reason, were blocking the road. This was already pretty strange. Who would do something like this? And as Owen tried to remove the tree trunks, something odd happened. It seemed that Owen captured the cries of a person asking for help. And now it gets a bit strange. People commented that they believe this to have been the cries of a skinwalker to lure Owen towards them. This might also explain the barricaded pathway, but it's worth noting that after hearing that, Owen tried to convince himself that the sounds had been produced by a wild animal, which would be a reasonable response in my opinion. However, Owen didn't find the origin of these noises that day, and it took over a month before he returned to this area for another motorcycle adventure. And this is when the following was captured.
Oh god, bones are still here. I don't like this at all. Oh god, there's even more bones than last time. It's been a few months since I filmed the last video, because honestly I've just been too scared to come up here. Definitely a lot more overgrown than last time. I'm hoping that since it's been such a long time that I don't think anything will happen this time. I think that tree is actually gone. This road's been cleared. Looks like we've already passed it a while ago, but that tree is gone. Oh! It's just dark as hell in here. I'm probably gonna turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways. Holy dude, this trail goes on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. Yeah, that was my cue to go. That was my cue to leave.
This time, something was there, with him, just meters away from Owen, right as he arrived at the crossroads. A strange-looking creature that had noticed Owen's presence, and it seemed to stare directly at him. He decided to turn around and leave this site. What do you think this could have been? Do you believe he truly encountered a skinwalker? The following was an investigation conducted by the team OZ Seekers, whose fully trips you can check out on their YouTube channel. Today they were venturing to the infamous Werribee Mansion, located in the greater Melbourne area and built in the 1800s. It's said to be a very haunted location in particular, and our two investigators captured something on film that they didn't notice at the time, and they haven't even pointed it out after uploading their video, which is why I think it could be a legit capture. Let's take a look at their investigation.
Sounds like an old school bathroom.
The building itself actually proves to be pretty big, with several bathrooms and even a library. After they exit the dining area, there's a weird noise that can be heard, and it reminds me of a bird of some sorts, but there apparently were no windows open, and it sounds oddly close, maybe a cell phone noise. Well, let's just assume it was birds, and nothing crazy. After investigating the bedroom area, they make it downstairs again, and this is when they caught someone standing in the hallway to the left, although nobody else was there. Did you notice it? Let's take another look at that. It looks like a man in a priest's robe that is looking at our investigators, and I feel it's almost as if the cameraman notices that something is off, but unfortunately decides to not further investigate that corner. What do you guys think? What or who could they capture here? Is it something paranormal or something explainable? Jessie posted the following on Reddit and is looking for help since she believes that malevolent forces are messing with her and her family. She goes on by saying, "We moved into a new home and had to quickly realize that there seemed to be something else in there, and things got creepy really fast. We heard scratching noises, footsteps at night, and recently found out that the home apparently has a haunted history documented by previous owners." Jessie has a security camera inside the house, which is mounted towards one of the entrance doors, and there was an unsettling image captured, which she had uploaded. People say that a terrifying face can be seen, staring into the house. For some reason the video got stretched after uploading it to Reddit, Jessie states, which makes it a bit hard to see. So let's fix that for her. Can you see the two eyes? Apparently this thing was only there for a couple of minutes before it disappeared again. So I don't know if that is a case of pareidolia or not, but I assume there's something else going on. What is your opinion? Young sent me this recording, which features some of her family members on a ghost hunting trip in an abandoned basement system underneath a soccer stadium. A friend of her actually swore that she had seen the ghost of an old man close to the area after soccer practice. This was reason enough for her friends to check out every room in the abandoned systems. It doesn't appear that they took their adventure very serious though, and shortly after, something is captured on video. Facial features again. Do they belong to the face of an old man? The following clip was forwarded by Brian L. and he tells me that we can witness a general contractor that was checking out a house which was under renovation work. It was being prepared for sale, and his idea was to capture some footage for promotion purposes. Besides a few workers there, nobody was in the house, and the few men that were there were just taking a quick break. The contractor walks through the house to show every single room. He didn't notice that he might have captured something that wasn't supposed to be there. It's really odd, but it looks like a shadow is passing by at the window at the other side of the room. It certainly couldn't have been the contractor, since he wasn't moving at the time. What else could it have been in your opinion? A pretty spooky encounter for sure.